25-year-old Connie Liu is on holiday in Moscow. She's here with a group of fellow Chinese tourists and she's loving it.
It feels nice. The constructions are all beautiful and I can feel different cultures here, like different from China. It's really different from China.
It's the height of the tourist season. But there's no longer the mix of foreigners here there used to be. The Russian tourism industry says the deterioration in relations with the West means comparatively fewer Westerners are coming to Russia these days. For the first time last year, the Chinese became the largest group of foreigners to visit Russia.
More than 1 million people from China visited Russia last year, and almost half of them were tourists here on holiday. Now, this particular group are spending their last day in Moscow, and they've come here to Vydenka Park to see some of the Soviet architecture and memorabilia.
The women pose for photos in front of a monument depicting the former Soviet states. With fewer Westerners coming, the Russian tourism industry is now focusing on attracting more visitors from Asia, and China in particular. Chinese tourists coming in groups don't need a visa. This is one of around 15 hotels that are accredited by Chinese tour companies. That's because they cater for what the management describes as special requirements for Chinese tourists. Mark Kogan is the revenue manager.
All Chinese clients are demanding free slippers. Also, we have an instruction on a Chinese language about our hotel. There are also Moscow guides in Chinese. We have 2 Chinese TV channels translating both on English and China.
The Chinese guests are offered discounted accommodation. Tourism experts say the government realizes the potential of the Chinese market.
This attempt to adjust the tourism market requires lots of work, but because the government is supporting it, we hope it won't take too much time. Before, the government didn't even consider tourism as a market. Tourism was ignored.
For Connie and her fellow travellers, this trip has been one they will never forget. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Moscow.